It's so odd when you think about this subject. There are people on both sides to this, even though the clear and better option is basic common sense. Well, what am I talking about here? What subject am I discussing? Well, it's been going on for quite a long time, and it's the issue with a half-baked game coming out unfinished and not working correctly, as opposed to a game being delayed for months and even years as the developer ensures that they don't give you an unfinished product. And believe it or not, either of these will get a developer yelled at. What do I mean here? Well, just take GTA 5 on PC. The game was expected to come out at a certain date. The date was then changed to finish it up. It was then delayed a couple more times for the same reasons, and finally, it was playable. Now, you would think that an ordinary person would be grateful that a company actually cares what their products look and run like. Grateful that they didn't slap it on the store and try to fix the issues as they went on, and grateful that they got the game in excellent working condition with little bugs that actually made GTA unplayable. But no, people were furious. They were screaming about how lazy Rockstar was being for not releasing the game in its current state. Yeah, so what I'm hearing is that they'd rather just have someone make a game, not finish it entirely, and patch it as they go along. Okay, well, let's see how that works out. Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Unity. What? You people are still mad. Except now it's, the game isn't finished and it's unplayable because of that. I wish you would have just held off on releasing it so that when it did come out, it was in working condition. Do you see how confusing this is, guys? Are you serious right now? I'm going to give you guys an analogy real quick that might help you understand just a tiny bit more. One day, your wife, a woman you care very much about, decides that she wants to make you a nice dinner. She tells you that you can go do anything you like and she'll let you know when dinner's ready. However, instead of doing this, you bug her every 20 minutes asking if it's done, you ungrateful jerk. And finally, she has enough and just pulls it out of the oven, half-baked, and gives it to you. And now you're mad because it's not finished. What an absolute jerk. Okay, same situation, except it's taking a little longer. She tells you that she's adding the finishing touches and it'll only take a little while longer, but she keeps saying that every time you ask her. And she keeps making you wait longer and longer. Now, of course, this is a bit aggravating, but she's working very hard to make you happy, because she cares firstly about you and secondly about what she's making. So finally, it's ready, 2 hours after she said it would be. You're starving and you start eating and you love it, but instead of thanking her, you tell her that it should have been done hours before and she should have just not worried about the finishing touches. What an absolute... You don't deserve her, you jerk. Now, do you see what I mean here? A little consistency would be nice, but it's strange that we get upset at both sides. How entitled are we that no matter what these developers do, whether for our best interests or not, we're allowed to act this way? Now, when it comes down to it, I'm going to say that I will not purchase a game from a developer who made a game and shoved it out half-baked. I will not buy Unity. I will not buy Arkham Knight and other such games that have done this. I believe that a good business would take its time, and if they skimped on that, what else would they skimp on for a quick buck? However, I'm in a very opposite boat when it comes to a company who delays their games. Let's take a new title that has recently done this, No Man's Sky. Now get this, I didn't really care about No Man's Sky. I wasn't worried about picking it up at all, and I wasn't hyped for the game in the slightest. To be honest, it takes a lot to hype me up for video games these days, but when I heard that the developers of No Man's Sky delayed the game so that they could finish it, all of a sudden, I wanted the game. I had faith that this developer doesn't want to screw me over, and I feel like this game could actually be worth its price tag. I cannot for the life of me figure out what makes people think that a developer taking pride in their work is a bad thing, and developers who do this actually make me curious about the games that they're selling. Now, this is just me, and I'm sure that there's someone out there who would prefer it the other way for some reason that he only knows, but I think that the whole thing is absolutely stupid. It's just like the whole toilet paper sides thing. Everyone has their own preference, but only one of them is acceptable. It's this way, guys. Anyone who says otherwise is wrong.